And to the girl that fed her married co-worker pineapple on his mouth before he threw it across the room, girl, you need to respect some work boundaries.
Fed a married man at our workplace. She fed him pineapple, trying to feed him pineapple with a fork in his mouth. And the next thing, you just fling it away. And this got a lot of people talking. People are like, this is when we say not all men cheat. This is when we say there are men that are very, very loyal to their wives. Why would you, as a single woman, go and feed a married man at your workspace? It was just at his own corner. You went to feed him. You're doing that. Why would you do that? Like, that is not boundaries. Like, what? In fact, this is when we say, I believe when men don't just, a lot of women were like, this is how I want my husband to behave. When any woman at the office that comes to meet him and give him food, he should just throw the food away and, react that aggressively. I don't know. What would you say? Would you say that the man actually overreacted for just flinging the whole pineapple just because you're not interested or just because you're married? You not, like that. Is that a good way to behave? Or would you say, was she right to just go and feed him the pineapple like that while he was walking? I want to know your thought about this whole pineapple thingy down in comment section because this got a lot of people talking. So I'm going to show you some videos, then we'll come back and talk about.
And to the girl that fed her married co-worker pineapple on his mouth before he threw it across the room, girl, you need to respect some work boundaries. Yeah, there are boundaries in the job that you need to respect. That is someone else's husband. If the roles would have been turned around, we will be going after that man. But since you're the one that did it, we're coming after you. Because why? It's not cute. Have some respect for someone else's husband. And sexual harassment in the workplace goes both ways. Because how are you going to think that you're enjoying the pineapple and the one thing in your mind is to go feed it to your married coworker? I have a word for you in Spanish, but I'm not going to say it. Some of the people might say it. Some of the people in the comments might be able to say it. Read below.
You guys don't know the context in the video, that man is married, and she's the office, probably hoe, because why else would you go up to a man who's married and decide to feed him a pineapple? Now, it wouldn't bother me if a woman decided to give him a plate of food or give him something because, again, there's nothing wrong with offering people food when you're a nice person. There's women who are very nurturing and love to make sure that everybody else around them eats, especially, Hispanic women, a culture thing. I don't know what culture feeds other people's men, but don't get your jaw rearranged thinking you're cute, because stuff like that is dumb. And I find it so funny that when he flung out the pineapple, the woman acts shocked and she's laughing. You knew what you were doing, one, because you guys still posted this, and then two, you're feeding a married man, and then people in the comments are saying, this is how most men should be. This is the reason why I don't believe all men cheat. I see so many videos of men doing stuff like this, and kudos to y'all. I wouldn't cheat with somebody who's doing stuff like this. I wouldn't cheat at all, but if you're so easily tempted by a girl who probably does that to every single guy she comes across, man, you gotta get locked down. Seriously, you gotta lock it up. Me personally, though, this shit's disgusting. I would never want to do this with a married dude. I don't know what girls get out of doing stuff like this. There are so many single men, like more single men than there ever was in this world. I'll never understand wanting somebody else's man, especially because, like I said, I always say this, you guys. You never know how the wife is. You never know how the partner is. She could be triple crazy. She could come to your job and pop off. I know for a fact, if my husband didn't tell me this and I seen a viral video of this, I would wait for you to come outside of the job. That's all I'm going to say. I don't like when people it's mine. I feel like it's off limits. But you will meet your maker, somebody like me. Leave me the hell alone. Leave mines the hell alone. I'm glad he actually didn't intervene with a woman like that because it's disgusting.
Have you seen the video of the girl where she goes up to her coworker that's married, tries to give him pineapple with a fork, like to feed it to him? Well, he slaps it out of her hand and it goes flying and she's like still laughing. I didn't want to stitch the video, but if you've seen it, what do you think about that? Because I'm trying to put myself in that situation. If that was my husband and I heard that another female fed my husband some pineapple with a fork, I mean, that just sounds off, right? Even if she was trying to be like joking or being funny, that's not okay. I would expect that my husband would maybe not slap it out of her hand, right? But would be like, hey, like, no, I'm not gonna, I don't want that. I would hope. I would love to have this conversation with him on here too after he sees the video. Anyway, think about it. What if you heard, oh yeah, Laura gave your husband some pineapple, you know, she fed it to him. How does that sound? Like, why? There's so many boundaries that are crossed there. It's just for respect, I think, right?
Have y'all seen the video of the female coworker, kind of an attractive girl, who was trying to feed her married male coworker pineapple off of her own fork? I'm gonna say something. Some of y'all aren't gonna like it, but it does not make it any less true. This woman knows this man is married, and she knows exactly what she's doing. Women like this is why I don't trust women, because they will stab you in the back quicker than you can take a second breath. This is also why so many other women do not trust women around their man. It's not insecurity, it's awareness. Women like that, they don't care about boundaries. They don't care about respect. They don't care about sisterhood. They don't care about being a girl's girl. Shameless plug. Watch my video on toxic girls. These types of women, they care about validating their own existence. They care about validating their own attractiveness, and they care about getting the attention and crossing that line and the thrill of crossing that line. It's not about being insecure. It's about knowing that lots of women like this don't play by the same rules that you do.
In the video of the girl where she goes up to her coworker that's married, tries to give him pineapple with a fork.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure you guys have seen this video. It's all over TikTok. People are talking about it. If you haven't, here's a quick synopsis. So basically at work, this woman was feeding this man who is married pineapple on a fork. The guy was like, whoosh, and hit it out of her hand and the pineapple was flying, right? And the question is, you know, would you want your husband to react that way? How do you think your husband should react, etc., etc.? Now, some people are saying that basically he did the right thing. He slapped that out of her hand, and he did the right thing. Other people are saying, well, probably wouldn't slap it out of her hand, but I would like kind of push her hand away, you know, like that sort of thing. This is what I think about the situation. So for one, I feel that number one, the way that he slapped it is 100% warranted, because there's no way that you're going to get into my personal space and I don't want that, and I will slap it. Yes, I want my husband to freaking slap the shit out of her hand, out of his face, because no. And then after that, go to HR and file a complaint on her. That's what my husband should do. But there comes a question, right? Like, let's kind of dig deeper into this. Number one, why is it that that woman feels so comfortable feeding this man pineapple from a fork? Like, I feel like this is a man who has done this before with this woman, or hasn't clearly set boundaries. So, you know, she feels comfortable feeding him like that. She feels comfortable engaging in that activity. Because to me, I think even the fact that she was super close to him, like she was really close. With a coworker that I talked to, I'm not that close to you. Like, I have, you know, a personal boundary space. She was in his boundary space. So I feel like this isn't the first time this happened. This most likely happened more than once. That's my thought process. Let me know what y'all think. And do you think the dude is in the wrong for slapping the shit out of this woman's hand? I personally don't think so, but let me know in the comments.
Okay, so this is the last time I'm gonna address this issue. We have been friends for 10 years. I just went to their wedding, I think like a year ago. They have been together for over 10 years. I go to every single one of their Super Bowl parties. I have been through everything at that job: marriage, divorce, postpartum depression, birth, pregnancy, everything. And all of those people have saved my life, especially Ben, Audra, and Anna, and now James, which joined the team about 3 years ago. We all play like that. His wife knows it. She commented on the video. She's okay with it.
Flood warning, affected area ahead. Please
Ben is okay with it. That day he was super hungover, I think, I don't know, or in a bad mood, and he slapped it out of my hand. I was not expecting that. It was so funny to all of us. The video's like 5 minutes long. We always record, but because every single time I'm annoying him, I'm either like making a weird sound and he gets annoyed, or I'm trying to pronounce a word that I don't know how to pronounce and he gets annoyed at me for repeating the word over and over again. And we're always recording it. This is not the first video of me forcing him something to eat or forcing him to try my food and rating my food. Like, we're great friends. I love Amanda, love Ben. They're okay with it. I deleted the videos, number one, because I'm on vacation in Puerto Rico and my notifications were like too much for me. I want to enjoy this concert, Bad Bunny concert. I want to enjoy this time with my son. And second of all, even though my job is aware of the video, like the second somebody posted HR's phone number, I went over there, we all laughed about it, and they were like, okay, thank you for letting us know. We'll be on the lookout if something happens, if somebody calls. I work in the Orlando office if somebody decides to call, but you can call whichever, and the Orlando office is aware of it. Again, we have been doing this for 10 years. We have been recording ourselves for 10 years. Well, not on TikTok, but like, it's been funny for 10 years. It just now decided to go viral. I respect their marriage. I'm not interested in him at all. My bad, somebody was calling me. Yeah, not interested in him. Never have been, never will be. That sounds so mean. I'm sorry, Ben. Love you.
take the exit.
But yeah, no, it's just not my style. It's just funny as coworkers, and we're all pretty similar. Like his wife, him, me, Audra, we're like very passive aggressive. Like we will go to each other's desks and lower our desk chairs. We would I don't know, throw staples at each other. Like, it's literally just a fun and family environment in that office, and that's why we have all been there for 10 years, okay? So you guys can call me whatever you want. You can call whoever you want. This is the first and last time I'm gonna address this. You can move on. Thank you for everyone that has made a polite video about it. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the views. Thank you for the engagement, whether it was good or bad. I mean, I made a couple of followers. Not for the right reasons or not for the reasons I wanted to, but follow me for concerts, makeup, mom stuff, single mom stuff, divorce stuff, narcissist stuff. Just follow me. I'm pretty fun. That's what I was saying before somebody called me again. And also, wait, what was I gonna say? Oh, you can call me whatever you want, and that's okay. I get it, but I would never play with anybody's job. That is not your job. You know what I mean? That is not, like, let karma, if it was to come and get me, let it work itself out. Like, I would never mess with anybody's job, especially somebody that you don't know their struggles, you don't know anything, you don't know the back of the story, you don't know how long that video was, you don't know. Like, look a little bit more into it before you post HR phone number and try to get someone fired. Thankfully, that will not be my case, but don't play with people's jobs ever over social media. No, this could have all been planned. We could have all planned this just to get likes, and here you are trying to fire me? Like, no.
Before I saw our response, what I was thinking before the response was they kind of have a close relationship. To me, I just feel like they kind of have a close relationship, because if it's just a random married man that is your colleague, you see him every day at the workplace, and you just want to feed him pineapple, if he's not going to eat it, it will tell you, no, I'm not going to eat it. I don't take pineapple. Or if he doesn't want you to feed him, he's going to take the fork from your hand, then put it in his mouth to taste it if he wants to eat it, just for you not to feel bad. But him flinging the whole thing is kind of like, to me, before I saw her response to me, I'm like, they have that kind of close relationship. And a lot of people saying, oh, this is how married men are supposed to behave. This is how married men are supposed to behave. Maybe this is how they're supposed to behave. But then, is that not doing too much? Like, is that not doing too much? Because somebody came to feed you pineapple, you can easily say, I do not want the pineapple, or I'm not going to eat. Even though she's insisting, you just, in fact, your facial expression should say, will say a lot that you're not no go area. And another thing is the boundaries. She sees you every day at the office, so she knows how to approach you. See, I'm sure he's not the only married man in the office, and if you're the only one she's coming to feed like that because you've given her that go ahead, if that makes sense. I don't think a woman will just go and meet a man just like that if she has not actually, give him that, okay, I'm actually available. You can come and play with me. We can be friends. We can talk. We can just. I don't think she would just walk up to you like that. And if she walk up to you like that just for the very first time to give you that and you did that, that was too much. Like, that was too much. Yes, you're married, but that was too much. You should have just said no and she's going to leave you, right? I feel like women take no for an answer. It's not like men that do not take no for an answer. A woman is going to take no for an answer. So if you tell her no, you're not interested, and you don't take pineapple, or you're not going to eat the pineapple you do not want, she's going to leave you, right? So thinking it's just being dramatic. So now seeing our response, now I get it. Now I get it. You were just joking and you just made the content and posted it just for views and cloud chase. However, setting boundaries are very important as a married man at the office. Setting boundaries with your co-workers are very important. And she said in the video the wife is okay with it. They play a lot. Yeah, that looks like, for me, before I saw the restaurant, that looks like they have a kind of relationship that will give you that audacity to just go and give, like, is somebody you usually talk to and play with. Definitely he has also done the same thing to her, or something that they do on a daily basis. So it's not something that is just a one-time thing, or maybe it's something that they joke about, or maybe they know that he doesn't even take pineapple. Like, I just feel like there's something, it's not just him flinging a pineapple just because he's married. I don't think that is it. But if that was it anyway, I just feel like it's too much. You should have just said no and perfect, right? You guys, what's your take on this video? Kindly share your thoughts down in the comment section. Respectfully, as always, your girl Mariah David, and thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this one. Please like and share and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.